Hey, 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 hey. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing?
I'm good. How are
Good to
you,
see y'all
Tino?
folks. It seems like it's been a year.
Good to see you all too.
Good to see you guys as well. Coming to you this week right before Labor Day coming up. Came to share our thoughts. Give you a little bit of that cultural therapy you've been needing and wanting.
And missing.
Oh man, I hope
We
we've been
know they've been missing.
well, we've been missing y'all though, for
Yeah,
sure.
I
We've really
agree.
been missing y'all.
I'll cheers to that.
Oh, cheers, cheers to that, cheers to that. Yeah, I've been watching the news. I know y'all been seeing Donald Trump.
Sometimes I just had to turn it off.
Oh my God, this guy is off the chain. I mean, Donald Trump, they had a parade almost here in Georgia when he left jail. It was so crazy. I'm like, do people really like this guy like that?
That's why I didn't even look at it that day. I'm like, I don't want to see the actual clown show and all the 20 clowns get out the car for him. I couldn't look at it.
Donald Trump is not going down. I'm telling you.
I mean, this guy is getting more coverage for going to jail than anybody I've ever seen, and making money.
Did you see the $4 million he made off the mugshot?
That is insane.
Wow.
What kind of world are we living in?
I want to be a part of Donald Trump. Shit.
Donald Trump, you need your Make America Great. We're going to get you one of them Make America Great caps.
Like me. Give it up for the Geminis in the building.
Them Gemini had them split ass personalities. So.
But they're the best.
I saw this one of them.
They're the best.
They are off the chain. And speaking of that too, I mean, because you could be so close and yet so far just from a couple of days too. Just because think, I got cousins and my sister. We're really close, but we're so far apart. It's like we're a day apart and 10 years apart, but we're like night and day though. It's like wow, and that kind of.
That's how me and my sister is 10 years apart, and my brother 8 years apart, but night and day.
That is so crazy.
It's so funny that you even said that because how old? I mean, they're close to 15, 16, 17 years apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, ladies. Bringing it to you hot and fresh like only we can do. Bringing it to you from Studio LD yet again. We got to get back to the smokehouse. I miss our smokehouse, but like I said, we've been on the road. Everybody been busy. But we still missing our Uncle Willie. I'm like, dang, we got to get back to our roots for real.
Uncle Willie is missing you guys.
I know he's missing us. I know he is.
I think I'm gonna pay a visit to him.
Yeah, we got to. We got to make sure we ensure that we do our next show back at the Smokehouse where it all started.
Where we started.
That's where we started.
The original spot.
That is an original spot. I mean, even though we like this spot, we like all of our spots, but that is just something about that spot. That's just, it just touches all of us. And then we have Willie too. We have Willie. I mean, that's priceless right there.
Really
because he always brings it home for us. I mean, we're missing him. We got to get him incorporated on the next show again. So that is a promise. So we got to do that. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce my co-host today. We got back in your middle seat again, Miss Chocolate, the world famous Miss Chocolate. I'm not even going to say Cincinnati today. I'm just going to say she's from Atlanta.
You know what? I can do both. I was born in Ohio, and
they got the backstory. We've been got the backstory. Everybody know about this, about all of that.
Stop interrupting me, Tilo.
Excuse me.
So at the end of the day, I was born in Ohio, like I started to state, and I was raised as a teenager to an adult here in Atlanta, and that's where I have continued my growing of my life.
Well, it's good to see you anyway, Miss Chocolate. We're good to have you. My other co-host, my cuz from Memphis, Tennessee, now residing in Atlanta.
Memphis 10.
The Black Nori. Wait a minute, is that Black Nori? Wait a minute. What happened to the hair? Oh my God. My God, she has the hair. It's laid this time. I mean, it had been. She went from Jerry curl to dried curl. Now it's laid. I mean, we like it all, though. We like it all.
I disagree with Tilo because I think that Black Nori hair is awesome.
It looks great. I never said it didn't look great, but it was the curls, though.
But
oh my God. Well, okay, maybe
you need to stop all
I don't think it was hate. It's just I was appreciating it. I was just letting the world know that it was. I mean, if you remember that Thriller, Mike, do y'all remember Thriller?
They keep
She was looking like that chick from Thriller. Y'all remember? That's all I'm saying. It was cute. That's what I'm saying. It's chocolate before you try to jump down somebody's throat. God damn. The fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, so what we were talking about earlier, I was talking about my sister, and she started talking about her sister. So tonight's topic is going to be siblings.
Ooh.
I don't have.
Do we have?
What about siblings?
Do you love your siblings? Do you like them?
Sometimes.
Are you not like night and day? I mean, just siblings in general. I mean, we're going to go all over the place with it because there's so many things you can do with it. I mean, sometimes, because I always thought about when I was coming up, I wanted to have a sister my age because I wanted to date all her friends. You know, that was my dream. And then I wanted I wanted a brother, an older brother, so he could teach me things and stuff, like, or a younger brother that I could teach things. But I wasn't fortunate enough to have that, so I had two sisters.
Y'all were close.
What you got?
But the thing was, we were so far apart that I was more like a father figure to them, because I was like telling them what to do and stuff, and they hated me for that.
So really, in actuality, you wanted more than just a "let me tell you what to do" kind of relationship with them. You wanted more of a
absolutely,
like,
that we can hang out.
We can kick it more. But even though
it's never too late.
It's never too late.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
And I also feel it doesn't consist of age. Because I have it's wisdom. I have such an age difference with all of my siblings. However,
You say you don't have a sister?
No, I'm the baby girl.
Okay.
The spoiled brat. That's me.
Oh my
Princess.
God.
However,
yeah.
Amber, son.
Yeah.
Or Becky. Would you like Amber or Becky? Both.
Anyway,
best of both worlds.
Tilo and Black Nori, they get out of hand with that. But this is the thing. When you have older siblings, it's hard to connect. And I'm going to tell you why. It's like none of my siblings I can relate to. So it's like when I go home into Ohio, of course, I like to drink. I like to kick it. But of course, I'm professionally a business individual first. But when it gets on that side, my brothers immediately say, "Where are you going? You're going to jail." I'm like,
they are overprotective. Oh.
They're very
like how you just went back and said you told your sisters what to do, and I feel like that's what my siblings did.
Right.
It's like the baby never grows up to
never.
And of course, the sibling always going to kick in into protective mode.
Protective mode is funny that you said that, because the youngest brother of all of the brothers, I have 4 brothers. Okay. He goes into protective mode at all times.
Wow.
Like, I mean, on my 1, 2, 3.
Oh my.
My 3rd baby.
Jesus.
On my 3rd child, he acted like I had never had sex before. He was like,
3rd one?
On the 3rd one. On the 3rd one, he was like, "I can't believe you were in there having sex."
Wow.
Man, I got 2 other kids. You know what was going down.
Wow, that's crazy. I was never like that though. I think
because I was staying in his house.
Maybe. I mean,
But we're in the same room together. What did you think?
But I think that it's all in love. And I have to kind of remind myself, because my sister and brother, they were the same way. And sometimes they still try to do it to this day. And I think that makes us clash. And then we kind of like, "Oh, I'm not talking to you for a little while. Bye. So, I mean, where do we draw the line with the siblings?
It's hard to draw the line when you're the baby. So I can understand where Black Nori is coming from. Simply because it's like at the baby stage, we have to be the oldest. We're put in so many different places to be the oldest that it's
the
like
responsible.
I'm tired of being the strongest. You know what I mean? At some point.
Let me lean on you too sometimes.
Let me lean on you. I don't always have it financially. I don't always have the answer or the wisdom. I need somebody I can call on sometimes, However, it is what it is. I love my siblings though. And I would love to build a relationship with them, although they're much older than I, and they don't understand where I'm coming from. I think that's the problem because of the age difference. Mm-hmm. Like, they treat me like I'm because I have a deadbeat dad, and they had their dad, so it made me feel like I'm like a stepchild or something.
Or the black sheep.
Or the
or
black
Oh
sheep
wow!
or
I want to
something.
get into that part. I'm gonna go back to the part where we were saying about the age difference, though. First, because I did have a big gap between both of my sisters, but as they became of age, I did start to kick it with them and treat them
like young adults.
like young ladies.
Okay,
I
that's
did.
a good thing.
I was able to go out and kick it with them. We were out drinking together, and we had a good time. So that was fine. So we were able to adapt. And I stopped becoming the overprotective big brother. I was like, go ahead and do your thing. I'm still gonna look out for you. I don't want you to wild out.
You come to that conclusion.
I mean, because I think it when it started, because I did lose a lot of contact with my sister through the years, when her high school years, because I was living, yeah, I'm a young adult living, and she's in high school. But when she was in college, I went to visit her in college, and that's when I figured out she was a real adult. And I was like, oh my God.
My sister did me.
I mean, she was wilding out like college students are supposed to do. And it was like, and I didn't say anything. I just let it go. It was hard, but I was like, that's why I began to make the steps. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put a cramp in her style or anything. I'm gonna respect it. I may not like everything she was doing, but I respected it. And I thought we grew from that point. And then we started to, when she came back home, we were able to kick it and go out and stuff. So that was fine.
You did good there.
Thank you.
So how do you think y'all are right now, currently?
Currently, I think we're okay. We kind of lost touch again. I mean, which happens between
different states.
Moving to different states, and I mean, some siblings stay close and close knit, and some grow apart. It just depends. So every family is different. Every sister and brother, they're different.
Yeah,
so that's the key to it. And okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. I feel it's important to talk to your siblings on a day-to-day basis.
Wow, day to day?
Every day?
Every day.
Goodness.
Let me tell you why.
That's not realistic.
It is realistic. You talk, it's nothing wrong with you. It don't have to be a long, drawn out conversation.
Just text message.
But you need to pick the phone up and you need to say, hey, how you doing? I was just checking on you. Not trying to hold you.
Do you do that?
I do.
But some brothers and sisters don't even talk. They don't even talk.
Now my oldest brother don't talk. I text him. He never texts back. He never called back and nothing. He act just like he know it. But then when you speak on the shit, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got that text the other day." I'm like, "Where were you then? Why didn't you respond?"
You didn't respond. I feel like that's how my sister do. Or she'll sit back. Even my brother does sometimes. Like I think they take turns. Like, oh, I got the message, but I didn't comment. Didn't correspond.
I think it's the age difference, and the thing on it is that because
pettiness.
You think they always treat the younger sibling like a child?
All the brothers they talk. All my brothers they talk
on a consistent basis, like you're saying.
4 brothers. Wow. They talk consistently.
Wow.
Every day. Even my brother that's incarcerated, he talks to them. He knows everything. And he and I are not talking right now because he said some things that I didn't like. And I'm a real Gemini. I shut myself out.
So how do you fix that? I'm glad you.
Yeah, when you just say y'all need to talk every day.
No, but at the end of the day, I like I said, I'm a true Gemini. If you piss me off, I'm gonna cuss you out, and then I'm gonna distance myself.
So that talking. So what were you just talking about? Talking every day then?
At the end of the day, it's best that I did that before I cuss your ass out some more. So at the end of the day, but we can't come together because it's hard to instill that with individuals that have so much time from myself. Like when I was born, they were like in their 20s. One was 17. That's a huge difference.
Because they almost at the age where they can have their own children.
Yeah, they did have their own kids.
Wow.
Like, you was like a child.
So like I'm a young aunt, to every child. Is one of my brothers in jail. He had a baby every Friday night. So it's like it was a lot of them coming. Wow. And I kind of got a little jealous because remember I'm the princess. So I'm looking at my mama like,
how many times you gonna say that?
What? I mean, I am who I am. But I'm like, why you gotta keep having these children? Although
he did what he was doing.
I'm talking about my mom.
Oh,
so I'm just saying, although it never took anything from me, but still, it was just kind of questionable for me. But as I've gotten older, I have a lot of traits of my mom. Yes. And I get that. I get the caring that she did have. and
For the
we're
love of
trying
our
to
children.
keep the family together kind of thing. So yes, I do want to be better because I am not what I say I would like to do. I would
Exactly, because
definitely
you just
like-
contradicted that.
Always.
So getting back on topic though, let's stay on topic because we
are on topic.
no because we
always
don't want to get too we don't want to tell the world about all our personal stuff. I just want to keep it kind of
Basic.
you know I want to keep it basic. Yeah, I mean we talked a little bit about that.
World.
Exactly, it is T-Lo. This is I didn't even introduce myself. This is T-Lo for the show. Anyway, but back to topic. Back to topic, like JJ.
Audience, you're welcome to respond to that at any time.
I know.
We accept all and everything.
But in all seriousness, though, because I want to touch about the stepsisters and brothers, though.
Do you have any stepsisters?
I don't.
Do you have any stepsisters?
So,
I don't either. So what we touching on?
Because not just us, this is for everybody. People have them. So I want to know how they interact with one another. Because do the parents of the children, the biological children, do they treat the stepchildren different? And does that cause a rift between the sisters and brothers?
I can't speak to that because I don't have that. That's what I was pretty.
I'm sure that it happens though, because I feel like a lot of brothers and sisters they see jealousy and envy towards one another.
That's normal anyway.
But that's normal even when you're not the step.
Right.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That happens right now. Like, you got to realize you're from Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee to be exact. And let's keep it cute. You have your siblings. One is in college and one is at home. And around your parents more than you are.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it's a little jealousy that you have.
No, I don't. Not at all.
When I say
not
jealousy,
at all.
I don't mean jealousy
she
like
more time with them,
she's scared to spend more
That's
time.
not jealousy though.
Oh my
Are you
God.
not
grateful?
T-Lo, you're never honest.
Yeah, because they no, I'm never jealous
When
of
I say
anything.
jealous, it doesn't mean envy jealous.
But like, I just wish I could be there more.
I think that you wish that you could be there more.
That has nothing to do with jealousy.
Oh my God.
Because
You know what, guys? Definitely comment on TV.
Yeah, definitely, because she hasn't done that. She's gonna contradict herself, and then she's gonna question me and say I'm jealous. That's bullshit. I'm not jealous of anything. I'm not jealous.
Do you agree?
Yeah, let's get Black Nori in on this. Please chime in. Yeah.
I don't think Black Nori right now having some issues. I don't think it's a form of jealousy. It may be like, dang, I wish I could be there a little bit more, spend more quality time.
That's all I was saying.
That's not jealousy.
So I think it's just the choice of words. But
Terrible choice of words.
However, sometimes, like, he's a male, so he's gonna look at it differently than a
Oh,
female.
that's
because
what it is.
females are more nurturers.
Right.
And they want to
I'm sorry,
that
T-Lo.
they take care of their peers and their
Right,
therefore
right.
males are more like, oh, they got it. This my mom
Right,
and dad. They been
right,
there.
right.
They the king and the queen. They got it. They don't need me.
Right.
So he doesn't look at it in that perspective. He cares and he's probably grateful that his sisters are there to be more hands-on with
Absolutely.
his parents, but he's not like, oh, I'm
No, I wouldn't hate that. I'm like, I appreciate that.
Excuse me, the Browns. I wasn't intending to say
You want to be
it
an
as
honorary
if-
Brown.
I wasn't stating it in that shape, form, and fashion.
No, and I get what you're saying.
I was just basically stating that it's not so much as maybe I have the wrong choice of words,
Definitely.
but and see, people don't understand, and I'm not gonna go into it because it'd be giving up my life story like he stated. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
Story.
No, I can't. because
Just,
people keep
I mean,
interrupting
just we
me.
want fractions. We don't want the whole damn drawn out shit. Do we? I mean, I want to know something, but give it to
People want
me.
to know about Miss Chocolate. They always have a lot of comments, so I know that they want to know. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it,
Mhm.
be grateful that you have a mom and dad, like you are grateful, because people like I don't have that. So when I say jealousy, I didn't mean it intentionally,
Okay.
because I don't have a mother and father to go to. So you're very grateful.
You're jealous of that and kind of like envious because, like, dang, you better don't take this for granted because
Don't take it for
like me
granted.
wish I had
I wish I had that
Okay.
because he has a
And
great mom and dad.
Shouts out to Dorothy Brown.
And shouts out to Marie at all time.
Yep.
And she has a wonderful dad. I have a deadbeat dad, so she's blessed. and he is too. And that's all I was
And
pertaining
you are
to.
too.
Yeah, I am.
So, do you guys think that parents favor children, over one child over another child?
Possibly.
And does that have a effect on how the children treat each other?
Depends on how if the parent shows it. A parent may not show it as much,
Mhm.
but this is the thing.
But the children may know that though. They're gonna see that.
Possibly, and then they may have some type of resentment, or those children may be smart enough to recognize, like, hey, that child is the weakest link, so
He may need a
my
little more help.
parent is probably helping them a little bit more.
Now
because they
that
need a
makes
little bit
sense.
more uplift.
That makes sense.
So and as a parent, maybe you should like kind of communicate that to them, because as a parent, you know each and every child. You know you have to deal with each child differently. Like you can't
That's
have
true.
the same parent
That's
approach
true.
with each child because they have different personalities. So
Very
it may not be
That's
that the
true.
parent is like actually showing favoritism. They're just adjusting their parenting styles to meet the needs of their children.
I agree.
Now, you
I
know
agree
what,
with that.
Nora, you said a lot there.
Except I've heard certain instances where parents do favor their children more,
And
though,
some
and
parents
that's what I'm talking about. If
But
you
then
favor
they need
one
to grow
child,
and develop on their own.
that's like wow, and then the children know, and they may hold that against their parent or that sibling forever. That's
It's
terrible.
funny that you said that. I don't know how that goes because I was so young when I lost my mom. However, I know that my own children always speak toward, oh, you go this, that, and next. But I have 4 kids and they're all grown. I don't deal with kids. So
Are they close? Are your children close?
They are close to a certain extent.
And
I've
they go
raised
through
them.
everything else
I've
like every
raised
other
them.
Do
child.
they
be
talk every
close.
day?
He said he has to throw that every day back on you.
I'm just wondering. That
They used
seems
to,
like a
right
standard
now.
in your household,
It is something that I definitely demand.
but don't do.
No, it's not so much as that I don't do because
But I think they are close. All siblings
that's-
gonna go through something, but I
and
feel
then
like
they
they
go
are.
through because
Yeah.
it's something that I instill. So I used to, if they had any issues, I would interject and get involved.
But you don't do it anymore.
I don't do that
They're
anymore.
grown now. You're right.
Yeah, I feel as if they're grown,
Exactly.
You
and
need to stay neutral.
I need to stay neutral to where
Absolutely.
I'm not being biased or on this person's side or that person's side because I love all 4 of them the same. And I have my own life,
Well,
I'm
we all
focusing
do.
on
We
my
all
kids.
do.
I'm
But
focusing on me. No, a lot of people, and I was one of those that were grown and was into your children's business. So, and I'm admitting that.
Wow.
So at the end
Really?
of the day,
Wow.
at the end of the day, I learned my place.
That's good.
And my
That's
place
good. That's
is to-
commendable.
It's to tend to the business that pay me.
And
There
that's
you go.
growth.
It's growth.
That's growth.
And I think because I lost my mom, I felt like I needed to always be involved.
Yeah.
See, it was more of
You want to be that part.
I just want
felt like
that
you
I
missed.
missed.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, that
was.
makes sense.
That's what that was.
I think my siblings thought that my mom favored me more. I think they thought that I was her favorite, and because even when my mom
Maybe
passed
because
away-
you were the youngest. Is that a reason
And
you
that's
think
what
that could
I
be?
think. I don't think she favored me more, but they do. They was like, oh, you was the apple of her eye, and this, that, and the third. Was it that I was her favorite, or was it that I tended to her more? I don't know. But me looking at it from just a whole different perspective, I didn't feel like that. I felt like she was equally there for all of us when we needed her.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny how 3 different people see things totally different. So that's you just never know. It's all in the eye of the beholder. So that's just how it is. So what about these siblings I've seen siblings that can't stand each other though?
Ooh,
That's deep.
Now that's awful.
Now I
And
go
they
through some phases where I know I'm talking to my siblings for a minute, and I will cuss them out to the cows come home, and they know I will. But at the end of the day, if they need me, if anything goes down, I got their back. But sometimes I go in with my siblings, and I might not talk to them for a while.
But what if it's past that though, where it's like physical?
Ooh.
Because it has happened. It happens.
Yes, my
Now,
children
I have
went through that.
I have not fought my siblings. I probably wanted to though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not happy to state that because it brings tears to my heart for that. And the reasoning is because I respect my older brothers with everything that I have in me. It's important. Respect is free.
generation too.
And it is a different generation. Like I cursed my brother out that was in jail, and it hurt me more than it probably hurted anybody because I was disrespectful to him. And I take that respect seriously because that's what was instilled in me.
But I wonder, does this new generation take their respect seriously?
No, they
Because
don't.
That could be a part of it too.
No, they
I don't
don't.
know.
They don't care.
I don't know.
See, we're in a different generation. It's all about their entitlement. They feel as if, oh, somebody owed me. Oh, I did this. And see, it goes back to the love, the respect, and the dignity. You should be close to your siblings. Call and check on them. You don't have to call them every day because that's not a fit for every individual.
You just said they need to talk every day.
I said I would like that, and that's something that I would want to do and want to happen.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, that's not something that happens with each and every.
You know what?
But you think this idea
Miss Chocolate,
that we need
let
to
me
do that
interject
with our
on that.
siblings?
I don't agree. I don't agree with that, honestly, because
But he's a male too.
no, because I've talked to a lot of people and they have best friends that are even cousins that are way closer than their siblings. So it doesn't mean that just because it's blood that's the way it has to be.
You know what? And at the end of the day,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say just because
Kilo,
you're my brother
you've had
or my sister that we
you-
gotta be
all of
A1.
us are on a different place in the boat.
Okay, don't let it sink.
Yeah. So the
Don't
way that
rock the boat,
the way
don't
that
rock
you-
the boat, baby.
the way that you feel is valid. The way that you feel is valid, and the way that I feel is even more valid.
Of course.
Because
For you, it's your opinion.
well, not
Absolutely.
even just that.
And you
It's
stand
facts.
on your belief.
It's facts because see, we have to understand that things that we believe in, things that we think should be, it's reasonings of why we feel that way.
Shit, why? Because Cain and Abel were brothers.
You killed him.
Exactly. So that don't mean shit.
I would never kill my brother.
I mean, I've seen brothers kill brothers. So,
I've
and
seen-
sisters fight. So I mean, I've seen that shit.
I'm
so
not gonna put my hands.
I don't think it's right, but I'm saying it happens though.
Have you
So
ever-
I don't say I'm not gonna say that just because we got the same parents that we got to get along. I would like to ideally, but if we don't, fuck it. It is what it is. That's just how I feel. I'm not gonna bend over backwards to make this shit happen. Now I'll try hard, but that's it. I'm like, if you don't want it to work, then I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. Is my point.
But
All
you
right.
do put in the valid.
Absolutely, I'm gonna put in the effort. That's my blood. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, you know
I
what?
like that.
It's worth it. But if it's just not gonna happen, then I'm like, I know what to tear. I'm like, hey, look here. I sever them ties. I don't mind severing ties.
Right. Yeah. Because sometimes I don't agree with a lot of stuff that me and my siblings don't agree on a lot of stuff when it comes to our parents. And so I'm at the point now, like, hey, maybe we're not going to be this close knit family that go on vacation every summer like we have in the past. And I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
However, I'm not going to inflict my personal opinion and my beliefs on them, and I'm not going to allow them to do it to me
I
either.
agree.
Mhm.
But I am going to keep praying for them each and every day.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? I
Absolutely.
like how you stated that because at the end of the day, I invite my siblings to go on vacation with me to do different things because every individual in my family thinks I am bougie or whatever you would call it. Because
Amber or
Amber,
Becky.
oh
I
my
mean,
God.
why wouldn't they? I mean,
it's
even
only-
Stevie Wonder can see that. Stevie Wonder was like, oh, there's Becky right there.
Becky's in the house.
No, I think it's because Marie
Amber Lee.
Watson, I won't even add that extra name on there.
Mm.
She made the pathway for I. So therefore, I'm only acting as if the way that I was brought in this world. So
That's fair.
if you can't respect it, then or you all are not carrying on those traits, something wrong with y'all. You didn't get the memo. But I
So you get the
didn't
memo.
forget the memo. I keep it going. Let's
She says in her back pocket.
it's in
The
my
blueprint,
front
the
and
blueprint.
back.
The blueprint.
But it like
I got Dorothy's blueprint.
you got that. You know what? I will state this. You had a wonderful. Let me correct that. You have a wonderful mother. I'm grateful that I had an opportunity to meet her.
Oh, absolutely,
She really
absolutely.
shared some very valid things with me. She loved on me.
And they had
dad,
several
too.
conversations. I know nothing about
And
that.
your mother is the same. I feel the same
She was
way.
part of my
She's-
upbringing.
she's a
She
very-
molded me too. I feel like I took some of her
Right.
and my mom and my mom's sisters,
Right.
like my aunts and stuff. And
Right.
I
Help.
took it and
Help
Me
you
who you-
become the person
Bits
you
and
are.
pieces,
Absolutely.
bits and pieces.
Absolutely.
I
Oh,
agree
that's
with
good. That's
Because
good
I
stuff.
feel like
That's good
that
stuff.
too, because I have aunts that have been like the bomb to me. So I take all type of
Shouts
bits
out
and
to
pieces
Liz, the
in the
auntie house.
building, in the
Auntie house.
building.
Definitely shouts out. So, but getting back to, I want to touch on one final thing too, because the siblings back in the day were something strenuous.
Serious.
They were close knit back in the day. Now
She
let's
fight
not get it.
everybody.
Yeah,
They
you touching
talk
one.
yesterday.
It's kind of lost. Now they may have lost touch after years, but when they were young and coming up, they had a foundation and they were strong back then. Like I said, at the time it may have dwindled down and came to something else. I don't know if we have that today, because I look at, children today, they sisters and brothers, you may not even know it.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Look at your dad and my dad, they
Yeah.
was tight knit. At one point, they used to live across the street from each other.
Mhm.
They did business together. They got money together, so they was tight. And I feel like that whole dynamic was there. And then looking at my mom, it was 9 of them, and they were tight knit. South Memphis, it's going down. And if you mess with one, you messing with all. So I guess we have lost it, and I don't know if the values are differently. People are going astray. They're going their
I don't know
own
what it
way.
is.
And it's just like, where's the family dynamic? Where's the loyalty?
I don't know where it is.
Loyalty, and I agree, because that's how my mother was with her only sister.
Mhm.
So it's like it has gone. Even my aunt, she had a very great relationship, because you know why?
You don't take the time.
They don't take the time. They don't
And
take
everybody's
the time.
selfish for themselves.
Everybody's selfish
Everybody,
for themselves.
everybody living out.
They got excuses.
It
for
is, but
why I didn't
but
call
you know what
I
though?
didn't see you.
You know what? It is some that out there that's still close knit like that. Because I saw something shocking, because I bowl, and I saw this team of brothers, 4 brothers, and all of them named Star with O, and they were so close. I was like, that's some good shit. I was like, look, I ain't gonna get into all of that. They was some O's, I tell you that. They were the big O's, but they were cool as hell though. And they were close. They had their families with them, and they was just like, and I was like, that's some good shit. But they were from the country though. They were from Mississippi though. I'm like, them folks. I mean, I guess traditional values in the South, even though we are still in the South.
So you trying to say we're not in Mayberry, we can't have those values?
We should, but I mean, you get in the city, you spread out, and you just like. But that's why I said they brought it to Georgia though, and all of them here. I was like, that's some good shit.
But
so
you know
it still does
is?
exist.
You know what it is?
That's cool.
That's what the generation back then, what they demanded.
You gonna
Think
be,
about it.
yeah, my brother's keeper. That's where that came from.
you
Am I
gotta
not
be-
my brother's keeper?
And at the end of the
I like
day,
that T-Law.
because in a lot of individuals that when they lose people in their family, that was that person that kept the family together.
Step up and keep
And
it
step
going.
up
Oh,
like
absolutely.
my mother was, then everybody just goes down. It's kind of hard to keep it together. And like within your mother, it's hard to keep it together. So it's like, it's I don't even know how to describe it, but it's hard for individuals to stay in cahoots with one another when that one individual that
Yeah,
kept
one day,
everybody
yeah,
together,
that's tough. Sometimes it is tough.
So you know what I think the solution or part of the solution could be is just learn to disagree. We may not
That's
see eye to
key.
eye
That's key.
on
That's key.
everything,
right?
I like
but
that.
learn to agree to disagree.
I
Be
like that. I
respectful.
like that, Black Nora.
And
I
be
think if we do
respectful.
that, I think that, like I said, you ain't got to be best friends, but just know that's my brother, and at the end of the day, I got you. Or my sister, I got you.
Because if
I
anybody
think-
come from mine, I'm coming free.
And that's if we keep
I'm
that.
talking.
We ain't got to talk every day like Miss Chocolate want to talk every day.
I would love
That's
to
fine.
talk every day.
Because you like running your mouth to death. That's fine. We understand that.
At the
Everybody
end
don't
of
want
the
to talk
day-
every day.
But you know what? We know T-Lo don't like people. You don't really be liking us sometimes. But at the end of the day, that's that
That's no
cancer in
facts.
them.
Don't believe that shit.
But it's the truth. But at the end of the day, it's nothing wrong with checking in with people because
It
mental
is.
health
So don't
is
check
serious.
Well, that is.
Check-ins
Even
are
with siblings.
serious.
Even with siblings, very
So I want
important.
you to check in with your sisters.
Very important
I
that
want
you
to
check in
with your sister and
with your
brother,
sisters
and
and
I
brothers.
need to
Check in with
mine.
that, because you never know. You may be good. You may think they're good. You may not even be good. So those check-ins can help both
One day
ways.
we here, one day we gone.
Exactly, because you don't want to have to wait till you see your sister or brother again and you see them in a coffin. That'll be awful.
That's gonna hurt so bad. And then the funny part of it is sometimes you gotta be the bigger person.
You do.
That's so hard.
You
It
you
is.
do, Gemini.
I'm always the bigger person.
No, you just said you were gonna hold back from your brother, cause
I have
you
my
know what I'm gonna say.
parents call.
Just curse him out.
Now I've already did this, so listen,
Oh.
I've already made a decision before even coming on the show. Today.
Oh, okay.
But the next time he called, I was gonna answer.
There you go.
Oh, so you wasn't answering?
No, I wasn't. Oh, I'm real tick-tack.
That's awful.
If you screwed me, you screwed yourself.
Even
I
a
agree with
sibling.
that.
I mean, I feel you. That's what I was like. That's why,
anybody can get it.
Miss Chocolate, you've been contradicting because you said, what did you say? You was like, goddamn. Oh, she always, it's nothing new. I won't even bring it up then. Goddamn, this is nothing new because.
It might not be nothing new. But I'm
Maybe
gonna
she
do.
grows throughout the segments and then she
We enlightened her so much.
Yes.
Man, you are welcome.
Yes,
you're
you're
welcome.
welcome.
You're welcome. We try
That's
so
not
hard.
true.
We
That's
do
not
try
true.
hard.
So we want to hear your comments and your thoughts.
We really do. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch it, man, and tell somebody else about this shit because we bringing you some good shit.
And
wanna
call your siblings.
Call
Tell
your
them you love
siblings.
them.
Tell us what you want us to talk about. We want to bring your issues to this table. This is that black table. It ain't red, but it's ours, and it's black. It ain't the smokehouse, but it's still our table.
That's right.
I agree.
And until next time, we love you. Love a sister or brother. Peace out.